Hey, LinkedIn is crushing it at being a superior social media network and one where you can leverage building your small business. And today, I'm going to help you figure out how to create a massively awesome profile. So check this out. LinkedIn is where it's happening, and if you're in business, you need to be where business lives on social media, and that is LinkedIn. You know, there's 2 new LinkedIn accounts created every second. It is unbelievable. And in a recent survey of marketers across the United States, 33% of the marketing firms state that LinkedIn is the #1 place where they're going to focus their efforts into growing leads and building brands. In this video, I'm going to teach you 13 proven steps to creating a killer profile so that you will get noticed. In case you're new to the channel, my name is Joey and I am on a crusade to help you improve your small biz life. In fact, my personal mission statement is your success is my business. And I put out a video just like this every Monday morning, bright and early, 6 a.m. And then I put one out every second and fourth Thursday of the month. And you don't want to miss a one. And to make sure that you receive those, down below the video, be sure that you click that subscribe button. And don't forget about clicking that notification bell so you're always updated when a new one comes out. To help you out, I always make it a point to put all the show notes, links to a ton of stuff that will help you be more productive in your business below the video here. So make sure you check that out too. Let's get going. Tip number 1, and this one seems so obvious, but if you look through a LinkedIn feed, if you go do a search, you'll see that this is missed a lot. And the #1 thing that I have on my list is that you have a profile picture of you on LinkedIn. And be mindful of what your profile picture is. Look, if you go look at my LinkedIn account now, you'll see the current one I have. I consistently kind of change that thing out, and I recommend you do that too, about once every year. But look guys, it doesn't have to be a professional photo that you went somewhere professionally and had taken. You take it from your smartphone, that works too. You're going to hear other people tell you go have a professional headshot done and all that. And if that's your thing, and if that's how you're wired, that's cool, go do that. But look, here's what I want to do. When I do business with somebody, when I see their picture on LinkedIn, when I see them in person, I want to see the same person. When you see my picture on LinkedIn, it's me. This is the same person you're getting right here. But have a picture. I'm going to tell you, I get tons and tons of LinkedIn requests constantly, and it is a rare occasion that I ever accept a request when there's not a picture of that person associated in that account. #1 tip, profile picture. Tip number 2 for your professional, perfect LinkedIn profile is this. At the top of that profile page is a banner. Don't leave that with the LinkedIn default banner. This is an opportunity for you to post something there that advertises you, that promotes, here's who I am. It is a picture statement of here's what you are, here's who you are, here's what you're passionate about, here's what you do. Take advantage of that. Put something there. Take a second, look, go to Canva and create one there. That's where I created mine. If you're really creative with PowerPoint, which is where I create other banners for my personal use, go into PowerPoint and create it there. I can't tell you how many sites, profiles that I look at that have the bare bones default LinkedIn profile little picture up there. Don't do that. Create something, brand you, market you, be known, and put a banner profile pic there. Tip number 2. Tip number 3, here's another one, and this is going to be kind of controversial. When you look around and see other people's profiles, their title, your title, that's another thing that you really need to focus on. A lot of people, title is basically, I'm the CEO of ABC Corporation or something like that. Look, and that's okay to do that if that's what you want to do, but I think a more proven profile title That's right below your name there. Is more about who you are, what you're passionate about. Look at mine. This is the stuff that I'm really passionate about. Here's another tip. This is a tip inside of a tip. Look, LinkedIn is, if you go and do a search on your name, if you have a LinkedIn account, that is probably going to be the top, or in the top 3 people that come up is your LinkedIn account. It's for what's mine. If you Google my name, my LinkedIn account is the first or second account, the search result that pops up. This stuff at the beginning is where your stuff is going to pop up at. So be creative in your title. And here's the other cool thing. If you look at my title, you see like check marks and stuff like that. You can put little icons and stuff in your LinkedIn title. So that's really cool too. Use that to your advantage. Tip number 4 for your LinkedIn profile. This one is super important too, and that is your summary section. Your summary section is a great opportunity for you to really deep dive into who you are, what value, what benefits do you bring to somebody that might be out there recruiting, looking to hire you. This is another place where if you're promoting your skills, your professional abilities, to brag about yourself in here. You know, it's easy to brag about somebody else, and it's not always easy to brag about yourself, but this is an area in your LinkedIn summary where you really need to brag about yourself. You have 2,000 characters that you can brag about yourself in. Now look, here's another thing in searches. LinkedIn does their own search, but Google's pulling stuff out of this too. So fill this thing with keywords about what you do. If you're customer experience, if you're accounting, fill this thing up with your keywords. But here's the other piece of this puzzle that's key to a professional LinkedIn profile that a lot of people miss. You're a human being. You have a life outside of your career. Share, be open, be vulnerable here. Post personal stuff in here. If you look through, if you go to my site and read my LinkedIn profile summary, and I encourage you to do that, you're going to see some of my hobbies, some of my likes, some of my things that really excite me listed in there. I want somebody, if they're looking at me, if they wanted to partner with me in their business, that they see, here's a well-rounded view of who I am. Make your LinkedIn summary that LinkedIn, and that wording, use 2,000 characters. I cannot get one additional character in my LinkedIn summary profile. You do the same. Tip number 5 coming up, and this one is really cool, and this one's missed a lot. This is another tip for you to have a super LinkedIn profile, and that is this: add media into your job descriptions, into your summary. Again, referring to mine, if you look, you can add video links, you can add pictures, you can add documents, have some pictures relatable to your summary there. Post media in there, whether it's pictures or whatever, in your different career paths. Post related pictures, documents, videos to that as well. Load this thing up with media. Look, people love to see pictures. People love to see more details. And you know the old cliche, a picture's worth 1,000 words, so it's really true here. So take advantage of the ability to add pictures, videos, documents, whatever, into your LinkedIn profile. Summary, and in each of your careers. Tip number 6 here, and this one is a key too that again a lot of people miss, but we're working on a professional, powerful profile here, so you're not wanting to miss this. So here's what we're going to do. Tip number 6 is make sure your contact information is completely filled out here, whatever your website is. And here's one of the cool things. You can add a social media account. And I see most people putting their Twitter account on there, and I 100% agree with that. If you look at mine, you're going to find my Twitter account there. It gives you a way to connect with people outside of the LinkedIn profile. So just like you're on multiple social media outlets, the people you're connecting with are too. So add your phone number so people can get up with you. You never know when some recruiter might think that you're the end all be all and give you a call to make you an offer that you can't refuse. Email address, phone number, web page, and a social media account. Make sure all of that is completely filled out so that you can build relationships. Tip number 7, we're over halfway through here. Tip number 7 is another one that, again, just tons of people miss. And this one is really important that you don't miss it. And that is, tip number 7 is create a vanity URL for your LinkedIn page. If you look up toward the top right of your account, it will show you, hey, here's where you click to create a URL. LinkedIn is going to give you a bunch of mumbo jumbo numbers and stuff, and I'm going to tell you, if you say, hey, connect with me on LinkedIn, and here's the link for it, and it's a bunch of mumbo jumbo stuff, it's okay if that's the brand of you that you want to present to people. But look, if we're going to be excellent and we're going to be at the top of the heap in branding and marketing and being known what we're about, go in and create a custom URL. Now, yes, this late in the game, it's probably going to be tough to have your name. If you look me up on LinkedIn, you go in there and it's LinkedIn/user/Joey Peacock. I grabbed that thing immediately when they started offering custom URLs. So it might be hard to get that, but look, here's the thing. Think creatively in what you're creating. Think creatively in branding yourself, and go in there and create a really cool URL for yourself. That way, when you're sharing it, it's easy to remember because you branded yourself in a way that stands out, and it's easy to share that thing to get people to come connect with you on LinkedIn. Tip number 8 in building the ultimate LinkedIn profile is this. You need to get people to give you endorsements for what you're good at. Endorsements are something that people are going to find when they scroll down your profile page, and you want stuff to stand out there. So you got to figure out if it's I'm great at finance, I'm great at communications, I'm great at customer service, I'm great at leadership, stuff like that. Now you can go in there and start populating that stuff yourself. But then what other people will come and see and do and see that and click that they give you an endorsement for that because you want that thing maxed out. Now the most that it will display until they change it is going to be 99 plus. But that's okay. That is huge. You just want a bunch of those that are really high numbers. Here is again a tip inside of a tip about getting endorsements. Is if you give endorsements, people are most likely to return that favor. So keep that in mind. But get endorsements of the stuff that you are great at. Look, if I'm looking for somebody to hire and I'm looking for somebody that's great at accounts receivable, and I go look at their LinkedIn page and I scroll down to endorsements and I don't see the first endorsement for accounts receivable in there, that's a red flag. But if I go down and I see 99 plus endorsements about accounts receivable, that's probably a good person to look at to recruit. And tip number 9 is as important as tip number 8 about endorsements, if not more important, and that is to get recommendations. Get recommendations. You need to have people, hopefully, write you a recommendation about why somebody should consider you for whatever role that you're great at that they're looking for. Recommendations are hugely important. Hey, if you're looking at a company, maybe it's B2B, and you're looking at another company to do business with, and you've got a sales guy coming in there, a salesperson coming in there to convince you that, hey, they're the best and I'm going to take great care of you and I promise I'm going to do this and I'm going to guarantee you I'm going to do that. Hey, if you go look at their LinkedIn page and you scroll down and maybe there's 100 recommendations about how, oh, Betty Sue gave the best customer service ever and you would never consider doing business with anybody else. That is huge. Absolutely. Hey, maybe Betty Sue is the person I need to do business with. Recommendations are huge to having the best possible LinkedIn profile that you can have. Now, as in tip number 8, here's another way to get recommendations is typically the etiquette is I get one, I give one, maybe I can get one. But that's not always the case. You don't want to coerce this out of anybody. But if you give recommendations, people are more likely to give you recommendations. So work on getting recommendations. Hey, don't be ashamed to ask for them. In fact, LinkedIn gives you the ability, if you know, hey, I really think I rock so-and-so's world with what I provided for them. Click on ask for recommendations. You can stick that in there and stick a little message in there asking for that recommendation. So look, be bold, get recommendations. If you've given great service, great products to somebody, you shouldn't have a problem with getting a recommendation for them. Tip number 10, you're on LinkedIn, it's social media. Look, connect with everybody. That's tip number 10. If it's a vendor, connect with them. If it's another person that you're buddies with at one of your that owns another business, connect with them. If it's the mailman that comes in and he's on LinkedIn, connect with him. If it's the UPS person and she's on LinkedIn, connect with her. If you're at a convention and you're picking up business cards from other people, look them up on LinkedIn and connect with them. Connect with everybody. Connect with the people who come in and do business with you. Look them up on LinkedIn. Yes, they work for somebody. It's not just business owners on LinkedIn. It's everybody's on LinkedIn. Look up everybody that you know and work to connect with them on LinkedIn. Hey, I'm going to stick a card right here about how you can go find people on LinkedIn that's in your area. You will be surprised how many people, even in your little small town, if you're in a small town, that are on LinkedIn. Connect with everybody. Tip number 11 here, and that is this. If you're on LinkedIn and you're trying to build a brand, build your market, be able to connect with people, capture leads, to market products and services to, or to become better known, you have to be active in addition to having a great profile picture. But I'm going to tell you how this links back to your profile picture. So you have to be active on LinkedIn. Read through your news feeds. I mean, we talked at the beginning of this video about how important it is that you can use LinkedIn to grow your knowledge about business and many different facets of the business world. So go through that news feed, like, comment, share. It's a social media site just like any other sites that allow you to do that stuff. Do that on LinkedIn. Now here's how it ties back to your profile page is when I go and look at somebody's profile and I see in one of the top sections of their profile that they have, there's their activity little box there, and it shows here's the articles they've posted, here's some news feed posts they've done, here's some stuff that they've liked. It is huge. So when I look at somebody, I want to see, are they active in there, and especially if they're writing articles and stuff. But it shows the post that they put in their newsfeed too. So that is a great way to help grow your profile page, is being active in your newsfeed page. Okay, tip number 12. Here's another great one, and this will help you in your make your profile page look great, but also help you grow. Look, whatever you're interested in, is there's some type of business interest in a group on LinkedIn. So tip number 12 is join LinkedIn groups. You can go and do a search for, if you're a small business owner, go search for small business. If you're all about customer service, go search for customer service, customer experience. Do that. If you're in sales, there's sales groups. If you're a leader or are into leadership stuff, there's leadership groups. Join those groups. Get active in those groups. That will pop up in your newsfeed. That will pop up on your, at the very bottom of your LinkedIn profile is the groups that you're active in. If you're trying to get a brand sponsorship, if you're trying to connect with a company B2B and they go and look at you on your LinkedIn profile and they scroll down to the bottom and they see, oh my goodness, this gal's following our business page. That's awesome. Look, that is another win for you, and it looks great on your profile page. So join groups. Tip number 13, And in you having a unbelievable LinkedIn profile page is tip number 13 is how it's going to help you grow your businesses. It's going to help you get leads. Having a great profile page is going to help you connect to more people, and the more people that you're connected to gives you the better ability to market to a wider group of people. I'm going to post a card here that's going to show you how you can extract those email addresses and contact information out of your LinkedIn account. So growing your business, branding and marketing, look, it's all part of the LinkedIn universe. So you want to make sure that your profile page is so extraordinary that tons of people are connecting to you, and it helps you grow your business by creating these leads that you're going to gain from LinkedIn. This is the bonus section. All right, here's the bonus for this LinkedIn. It's kind of tied to your profile, but it's kind of not, but here's why it's relevant to you. The bonus tip is this: create a business page for your company. It's super easy to do. There's a link at the top. You go click a couple things, take 30 minutes, create a really impressive business page. And you want to do this because when you do that business page, when you put your business, your current business there that you're in, and that's that business page, it will actually take your logo and post it next to that on your profile page, which is a huge win. It also creates a link to that business page if somebody's looking at your profile that they can click on and go look at that. Now, here's a really cool piece about having a business page for your small business is not only are you posting and liking and sharing in the news feed, and that's being seen by the people you're connected with, it's a place for you to promote your business. And once people start clicking on that and following that, as you put content in that news feed, new employees, new products, new services, new hours, a new post about some social media, something that you've got going on, some post in there that you're giving value to people and showing the benefit of doing business with your business and your business page, that shows up in people's news threads too. So it's multiplying your branding, it's multiplying your marketing and outreach, and it's multiplying the chances that you're being known. And that is the key to growing your business, for more people to know you, for more people to know what services and products that you offer, that they can find you. Build a business page. Yes, it is great, and these 13 tips I've given you will really help you grow your known self through LinkedIn, but attaching it to your business page too just amplifies your reach in that. So don't neglect creating a business page when you're building your profile page. Hey, I hope these tips are helping you out. I think that you might have thought of somebody else that this might help out too. Take a moment. Here's what the share button looks like. It's right below the video. Click that thing after we're done here and share that with somebody. It gives you a bunch of options: text messages, tweet, email, Facebook, tons of stuff. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Take a few moments and go below the video here and comment and let me know, what LinkedIn tip did you find the most beneficial to you? What do you think that you were missing? What are you going to implement in your LinkedIn account now to make it the greatest LinkedIn account ever? I'm going to post a link to the website right here. I have that down in the description below the video too, if that helps you out. Hey, if you need help with your small business and want to get up with me, scroll down to the bottom of that page. There's a contact me section there. Fill that out, get it sent in if you're really serious about needing some help. Right next to that is a little box that says let's get acquainted. It's got a little short 10-question survey. When you click the link there, including your contact information, get that filled out, get it to me, and I will work to help you improve your small biz life. Hey, I am always grateful for you hanging out with me. Thank you so much. Hey, think creatively in everything you do. Work hard to remove the friction for both your customers and your employees and become uniquely better. Hey, check out right here. I'm going to post an entire playlist of all the LinkedIn tips that I've been providing you. You definitely want to check those out to be the best on LinkedIn that you can do and be using it for everything to maximize your business. Hey, I'm going to work hard this week. I hope you do too. Until next time, you take care. I'm out of here.